FMG Young Farmer of the Year began its run in the north with 8 hopefuls.
I'm from up in the Bay of Islands, so Kiri to be more specific. I suppose the unknown's probably the thing that's throwing me the most, just not knowing what to expect and what's going to happen on the day, but it's going to be interesting, alright, considering I'm not exactly from the practical farming world, so this will be a bit of a challenge, but well, we'll have a crack, see how we get on.
I'm the only local here. I'm in Puki.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, just over the hill. Oh, I'm definitely going to have to step my game up, yeah. I might have to grab a couple of coffees or something and just really crack on, because the stage I'm probably lagging behind a bit.
That's going to share a few thousand.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, I think my partner and son are going to come up during the day and have a look at the animals, because the AMP show's on today as well.
From the UK originally, moved to New Zealand 2 years ago. Currently dairy farming in the Bay of Islands, milking 150 cows, 70 hectares on a first year conversion. When it comes to UK farming, it's a lot harder to progress your way up the ladder, whereas New Zealand you've got that opportunity, and it's great to be able to try and push on to farm ownership.
Started up my own contracting business, so we do fert spreading, baling and fencing. So me and my business partner own that, and we've been running for 2 years now. So first comp, loving it so far. Learned heaps already, so plenty more to come, I suppose. Today, scorcher today, especially in our black shirts. I mean, yeah, really feeling the heat. Yep, need the water this, so yeah.
I was very nervous coming out of the district final when someone said, "Oh, you advanced to the regional," and that's a hang of a lot more serious. So yeah, the nerves are probably showing, but you know, just out here, have a bit of fun and enjoy the sunshine.
It's not exactly my strong point.
It's a real eye-opener as to the real variety, from knowing your fertilisers right through to building a fence.
Catherine was a grand finalist 4 years ago.
I'm from about west of Welsford, out in Little Tapora. We've got a 600 cow dairy farm, pedigree Jerseys, with my parents. Oh, it's a bit nerve-wracking, to be honest. I've had about a 3 or 4 year break, so just looking to get back into it, and now that we've started it's good. Beforehand nerves were starting to crawl in a little bit, but now that I'm going and we're doing something, it's good.
From Welsford, Copra Club, so yeah, just about half an hour north.
Pick up the trailer, reverse the trailer up the hill.
And Colin's best event?
Probably health and safety. Get to ride a bike. So yeah, that would have been the second best.
And his worst?
Probably this.
Well, it's my second time competing, so hopefully I've got a bit of experience and a bit more insight into what's required of me. So give it a good crack, yeah. Hopefully I can do pretty well at if there's any kind of fencing or practical things like that. Got my wife and my 2 kids here to support me, which is helpful.
It's a great organisation to be part of. Of course, at these events you learn a lot during the day, and that's the thing I think that most people should get out of it, is actually building up their knowledge and skills in areas where they perhaps haven't experienced different situations before.
Tells you how it's going to spread.
Yeah. So basically we're doing a horticulture module where they set up an irrigation system, mix some soil, match some labels to plants, and also some work with potatoes.
We're basically trying to test the competitor's ability to look after an accident initially, so first aid component to it. There's a couple I'd pick to look after me if I was injured, and a few that I might sort of suggest they didn't help me.
The main thing is just making sure that it's going to operate pretty much, so you want to be greasing everything and checking everything that might be low, or all that sort of stuff. Things that could possibly go wrong, where things can go wrong.
Ladies and gentlemen, plenty of raffles and opportunities around today.
It's a fun family event with the AMP show also a feature. And Pukekohe is the perfect place for townies to come and discover another world. The Agri-Kids competition is a national event for schools, with teams of primary school kids working together.
You need to put it around there.
And hoping to win their way into the Agri-Kids final in Timaru.
Can Tilly take it out of the thing?
Problems have to be solved. Decisions made.
That goes in there, doesn't it? No, can't fit. Yeah, let's go.
And then there's Teenag, where the older kids also do battle for their schools. And the top Teenag teams go to Timaru for their final. But the main event is the Young Farmer Regional Final, and there's plenty of practical action in this marathon event. This is the ultimate test in agricultural skill, and every challenge is judged by experts in their particular field. Each regional final begins at 8 AM and goes into the night, culminating in one name rising above the rest and winning the right to compete in the grand final of the FMG Young Farmer of the Year in July.
You get tough fingers by the end of it. Good fun. Enjoyed it.
So after roughly 12 hours of competition, the first finalist is the Northern Region's Jake Thompson. The 27-year-old dairy farm manager from just west of Kamo in Whangarei has his family, his herd and his music. But it wasn't a path you'd have necessarily chosen for him.
I grew up in Wainuiomata and didn't really have anything to do with farming, except for my auntie who married a dairy farmer. And all of a sudden her farm became the favourite holiday destination for me.
Every holidays he'd be ringing up, "Auntie, can I come?"
The city kid quickly became the indispensable farm boy.
Seemed like the more you threw at him, the more he loved it. He just seemed to eat it up.
I really liked being outdoors. I really liked the variety and the cool things that I could do out on the farm that I couldn't necessarily do in the city.
Jake's a pretty awesome husband and we've got lots of family around and the community out here is really good, and Ian and Rowena, our bosses, really look after us. There's heaps of support out here for us.
But it seems Jake just doesn't stop. And when you lead a full life, time to relax is always cherished.
I've been really grateful for the Young Farmers Club for giving Jake some time away from the family but also including us, and they've been really supportive of Jake, and so he comes home a lot happier and he's had a bit of a break.
And as to how Jake will go in the grand final, well, the family knows he'll give it his best shot.
Winning the competition means a lot, and being part of the Whangarei Young Farmers Club also means a lot too.